started with, we are done with guys all the different types of query language, and I gave a brief in the sense I just gave one point and then we have moved on. We have seen guys all the commands that we are going to use in Oracle 10G, or you can say SQL Plus. So I hope guys, most of you, not everyone, yeah, few of you has texted me like you are not able to download, and I shared the link. No, first class I didn't record actually, and first class we have not done anything much. So just we have done the basic concepts. So just please, if you have any friend, ask them and copy the notes. So just we have discussed in first class data and all. So again, I can't repeat, guys. So Santosh, please ask with your friend and write down the points. There is nothing great. So we'll continue, guys. Yesterday we completed the commands. We've completed the SQL commands, whatever we are going to use. So now let's move on. And we'll see, guys, data types. We'll see data types. So in Java also, guys, we have data types. In Java, we have data types. Similarly, in case of SQL, guys, we have different data types. So forget. Santosh, even I shared the software link in the group. Please ask with your friends. Please ask with your friends. Again, I'll try to share, but before that, please ask with your friends. If they have, they can share you. Yeah. And at last, guys, if you are not able to install the software, or if you are facing any difficulty, at last 10 or 15 minutes, I'm going to help you for that. But before that, let me start the concept, guys, because we need to complete the course, whatever duration I gave you, whatever duration I told. So guys, next topic we are going to discuss as data types. So in case of Java also, guys, we have different data types. So can you tell me, guys, so first forget any language. So what is data type? What data type is going to specify, guys? Yes, what data type is going to specify, or how you can define data types? Either in SQL, Python, any language, guys. Type of data, okay, but how you will define data type? Okay, so if we'll talk with respect to Java, guys, data type is the one which is going to specify what type of value variable is going to store. We'll talk about Java, or if we are going to talk about Python or other language. So data type can be defined, means it is going to specify what type of value, very good, variable is going to store. But in case of SQL, guys, in most of the case, we are not going to define a variable. We are not going to define a variable, guys. We are going to define a column. So not audible, guys. You can't hear me. Mahesh, you can't hear me. What about others? Yeah, so Mahesh, please check your connection. Check with your connection, please. So if any disturbance you are getting, please let me know. Yeah, guys, cool. So now let us talk data types with respect to SQL, guys. So how you will define, or how you can, if someone is going to ask what is data types in SQL, or what, explain the data types with respect to SQL. So what you will say, guys, how you are going to define? Yes, single one, just common sense. It's information. Okay. Okay. So in Java, I told it is going to specify what type of value a variable is going to store. Now, in case of database, in case of store the details. So I can say, guys, in case of SQL or in case of database, data type is going to specify what type of value a column is going to store. What type of value a column is going to store. So in SQL, just a second, guys. In SQL, data types define what type of what type of value or data, what type of value or data a column is going to store. See guys, this is not a big definition. This is just a common sense. By looking, by if you have basic common sense, you can say, yes, what is data type in Java? What is the use of data type in SQL? So in SQL, data type is going to specify what type of value or data a column is going to store, guys. So similar to your Java, guys, even database, or you can say SQL is having different data. I'm sorry, base similar to your Java, even guys, in SQL we have different data types, not database. We have different data types. So data types, data types. So guys, this data type is going to vary from one DBMS to another DBMS. So this data type, guys, is going to vary. The data types is going to vary from one database management system to another database management system. So here we are going to talk the data type with respect to Oracle. We are not going to talk the data types. It will be similar, guys. Something small changes will be there, but almost it will be same. But remember, this data type will vary from one DBMS to another DBMS. So data types based on data types are data types are. So guys, can you tell me what are the different data types do we have? It can be wrong or right, guys. Please let me know. Very good. Char, varchar, number. Very good. Yes. So here, guys, we are going to discuss first data type as character, second data type as varchar, or it is also known as varchar2, guys. Varchar or varchar2. Very good. Next is number data type. Next is number data type. Then date data type. Date data type. Yes, guys. Any other data type do we have? Any other data type do we have? String. A string in the sense it will be char and varchar. Yes, it can be text. It can be binary. What is IOB? Naveen, what is IOB? Okay, large object. Okay, correct. So we have something as LOB, large object. So we are going to discuss, guys, all the data types in depth. No need to worry. So in LOB, guys, again it is of two types. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one. So first we are going to discuss as, yes, I told you guys this data type will vary based on guys DBMS. So in Oracle there is nothing as big internal. There is nothing as big internal. There is no float data type in Oracle. Basically these all are fine. Yes, this big int, then float, these data types are present. These data types are present in MySQL or in any other DBMS. But in Oracle, guys, basically we are going to make use of these many data types. So first data type we are going to discuss as char data type. First data type, guys, we are going to discuss as char data type. So can anyone tell me what is the use of char data type? guys? Yes, guys. Can anyone tell me what is the use of char data type? Okay, very simple. So char data type, I'll just write DT. Char data type stores characters. Yes, it is going to store character such as A to Z, such as A to Z, or lowercase a to Z, or even guys we can store here digit also. 0 to 9 we can store digit also, or we can store special character. We can store guys even special characters also. Special character can be at the rate, hash, dollar, percentage, and so on. So all the in char data type we can store guys all the special character also. There is no restriction. Now this char data type will hold, or for char data type guys we have to pass an argument known as size. Or char data type, okay, or let's say char data type will accept an argument as as size as size. So what is syntax here, guys? Syntax is nothing great here. So char of size, char of size. So guys, what size is going to represent here? What size is going to represent here? Yes. So So size specifies the maximum number of characters that can be stored in a single cell. So it specifies the maximum number of characters that can be stored in a single cell. That can be stored in a single cell. So size is the one which is going to specify. Now guys, let us take an example. But first, let me give a point, then I'll give an example. Guys. So this is all about your char data type. Here we can store the characters, we can store the digit, single digit, and we can store special character. And this data type will accept the argument known as size. So size is going to specify the maximum number of characters that can be stored in a single cell base. Now, for char data type, the for or char data type is a fixed length memory allocation. So let me give that point. Char data type is yes is a fixed length memory allocation. What is that fixed length memory allocation, guys? No need to worry. I'll explain you. So for char data type, guys, there is a big disadvantage. What is that disadvantage? In the sense, here we will have fixed length memory allocation. So you can say this is the disadvantage. This is the disadvantage of char data type, guys, because it will have fixed length memory allocation. In case of Java, we have something as array. So in for array also, guys, memory allocation will be fixed. We cannot increase the length, we cannot increase the size, or we cannot decrease the size. In same way, for char data type, we it is not possible to increase or decrease the size, guys. So now let me take an example. For example. Okay, so let me use red here just to explain. Yeah, so let us take, guys, one example here. Let's take an example, just EXL, right? Let us consider, let us consider we want to store, Smith. Yes, so if by using char data type, guys, we want to store Smith. So what I do, yeah, so what I'll do, I want to store Smith, but by mistake, guys, I wrote char of size 10. By mistake, guys, I wrote char of size 10. But later I get to know that I don't want to store 10 characters. Yes. So first what I have done, I wrote char of 10. But later I get to know that I have done this mistake and I'm going to store a string that is Smith, guys. So here, can I say, guys, if I write char of 10, 10 blocks of memory will be allocated. Correct, guys? If I write char of 10, then 10 blocks of memory will be allocated. Yes or no, guys? If you will write array of 10, so there also 10 blocks will be allocated. Similarly, I wrote here, guys, char of 10. I was not knowing in advance that I'm going to store Smith. So what I did, by mistake, I wrote char of 10. So here 10 blocks of memory, guys, has been allocated. 10 blocks of memory has been allocated. So let me drop that also so that I can explain. So let me drop 10 blocks here. Might be guys more. So yes. So like this, once I wrote char of 10, 10 blocks of memory has been allocated. But later, what I did, I stored a character as Smith. Later, I stored the character as Smith, guys. So if I store a character as a Smith, so 5 memory out of this 5 index or out of this 10 memory, guys, only 5 blocks has been utilized. Out of this 10 block, guys, only 5 block has been utilized. Only 5 block has been utilized. So I can say this first 5 blocks of memory is known as used memory. This we can say this is nothing but used memory. Used memory. Now what about remaining 5 blocks, guys? What about remaining 5 blocks? Yes, guys, tell me what about remaining 5 blocks? So this 5 block is known as unused memory. This 5 block, guys, is known as unused memory or memory wastage. Yes, guys, anything you can say. Unused memory, unused memory or memory wastage. Now, guys, now remember, this is the big disadvantage in the case of char data type. Once we are going to pass the size and if only the specific memory or specific blocks has been occupied, remaining other blocks will be wasted. Remaining other blocks will be wasted, guys. So this unused memory This unused memory, technically guys, in the case of, technically if you want to say, this is known as memory leakage. This unused memory is known as memory leakage, guys. Memory leakage. So remember, in the case of varchar data type, memory will be allocated at compilation time itself. In runtime, if you are going to store some other value, so suppose if we have stored out of 10, if you have stored 10 character, then no problem, there is no memory wastage. But if you have stored less than 10 character, then there is a memory wastage. So guys, remember, when we will go for char data type, whenever we know in advance, whenever guys we know in advance the number of character we are going to store. We'll go for char data type whenever we know in advance the number of character we are going to store. If we don't know the number of character in advance we are going to store, it's not a good practice to make use of char data type. Make use of char data type. Now guys, in char data type, we can store up to maximum guys, we can store up to 2000 characters. So what is maximum capacity of char data type? So it's 2000. So let's say maximum capacity of char data type or let's say maximum character in char data type can be 2000, can be 2000. More than that, yes, we can't store it. So this is a big disadvantage. So I explained when to go for char data type whenever you know the number of character you are going to store in advance. Same guys in case of array. So if you want to relate with a real-time device, you can make use of a CD, guys. You can take an example of CD. So once, now suppose this CD is having 700 memory space. So what you have done, you started sending some data to the CD, but you will able to send or you will able to copy only 400 MB of data. And if that is not rewritable CD, then again that memory you can't use. So your normal CD, if it is not rewritable, then you can say you can compare it as a char data. So in the char data type, memory allocation will be fixed. Later you can't change it. Later guys, you can't change it. So is it clear or any doubt guys? Very simple concept. Is it clear for everyone? If you have doubt, please ask. If you are not having any doubt, then please take down data type as a subheading and copy down the space. Copy down till here, then you have to take down the small, then we'll go for next data type. But if you have a small doubt, please ask now. Yes, do it fast guys, copy down fast. maximum up to 2000 character you can store in char. Suppose you will write, yeah, it will write char of 4. We'll write char of 4, and if you are going to store Smith here, we'll do like this, then compiler will throw an error. Compiler will throw an error. So you have to specify the size, and based on the size you can store. More than that, it's not possible. Less than that, you can store. Here you will get an error. Compiler will throw an error. Remember, we have something as array. So if we are going to declare an array of size 10, and if we are going to store 11th element, we will get array index or bound exception. So here also, we will not get any exception, but compiler will throw an error. Okay, copied everyone. Have we copied? Okay, so I'll change the screen, guys. Just copy down this also. Even this you guys copy down. Done. Let's move on for next data type, that is char. That is char, guys. So varchar. Sorry. Let's move on for next data. That is varchar. Yeah. So varchar. Or guys, we'll see as a varchar 2 also. We'll see what is difference later. Don't worry. At the time of table creation, we'll see. But you can say it as a varchar or varchar 2. Don't worry. So guys, this varchar 2 is similar to your char data type. This varchar 2 guys is similar to your char data type. So this varchar data type stores characters such as A to Z, special character and single digit. Yeah, what size you want me to modify? Yeah, modified. Yes, yes, correct. Yes, yes. Next, for varchar data type. So for next point, guys, for varchar data type will accept an argument known as size. Even this data type is going to accept argument as size. Now, same guys, syntax also remains same. So let me just copy paste. What is difference? I'll just tell you. So here I'll give varchar, and here also size is going to specify the maximum number of character that we are going to store in a single cell. But guys, what is main disadvantage of char data type? Yes, what is the main disadvantage of char data type? Fixed length, very good. But guys, this disadvantage, yeah, in case of char data type, guys, memory allocation will be fixed. It's not dynamic. But if we'll talk about varchar, guys, in case of varchar, memory allocation will be dynamic. So it has dynamic memory allocation. It has dynamic memory allocation. So there is only one difference, guys, between varchar and char. So in case of varchar, or we can say varchar is a variable length memory allocation. Therefore, guys, there will be no wastage of memory. Same guys, array list and array. So in case of array, we will have memory wastage, but in case of array list or there is no memory wastage, guys. So there is one difference here. So both char and varchar, both char and varchar is used to store characters. Store characters. But there is but there is only one difference. But there is okay there but in both but in both difference is that varchar varchar yeah, varchar is a is a variable length varchar is a variable length memory allocation. Therefore there therefore there is therefore or hence anything is fine, guys. Therefore hence, or let's say hence, there is no memory wastage. Hence there is no memory wastage. So in case of guys Varchar, there will be no memory wastage, but both is used to store the character. Now, let us understand this theoretical thing by taking an example, guys. By taking an example, this is all about theoretically I have explained you. But let us take an example that only you will get a clear picture. So now let's take, guys, just let me remove this. Just a second. Let me remove this now. Okay, I won't remove this. Yeah. So guys, just let us take the same example. Let us take, guys, same example. What I'll write, guys, here I'm going to write varchar of 10. And write, guys, here varchar of 10. So once I'll write char of 10 in case of, once I'll write, guys, char of 10 in case of char data type at the compilation time itself, or once you will write char of 10, 10 blocks of memory will be allocated. But in case of varchar, it is not going to happen. In case of varchar, guys, is not going to happen. So suppose you have defined varchar of 10, but you are going to store only Smith. You are going to store only Smith. So at the runtime, based on the character we are going to store, memory will be allocated. In case of varchar, guys, memory won't be allocated at compilation time or at the time of declaration. It will be allocated at runtime. So only suppose if you'll say varchar of 10, so yes, compiler know that you are going to utilize 10. You are going to utilize 10 blocks of memory. But that instance of time, 10 blocks won't be allocated. Now suppose if you are ready, if you are going to store Smith, so only 5 blocks will be allocated. Only 5 blocks will be allocated. This extra 5 block, guys, won't be allocated. This extra 5 block won't be allocated. Now let's assume you are going to store some other character. Let us assume, guys, you are not interested to store Smith here. You are not interested to store Smith. You want to store Allen. You want to store J spiders. So let's say you want to store here Allen. You want to store Allen. But at the time of declaration, we gave varchar of 10. But that time memory has not been allocated. At runtime, based on the value passed, memory will be allocated, guys. So Allen will be stored. Allen will be stored and only 4 blocks of memory will be allocated. Only 4 blocks of memory, guys, will be allocated. So that is the main difference. That is the main difference between char and varchar. So this memory area won't be allocated, guys. Based on value passed, memory will be allocated. Based on value passed, memory will be allocated. So we can say there is no wastage of memory. So since this memory has not been allocated, so how this memory will be wasted? So here memory won't be wasted. Any doubt, guys? You got the concept? Or you want me to give this in a point? Yes, tell me, guys. You want me to give the same thing, whatever I explain in a point, or like this? All of you are okay? Okay. If you want me to give me same thing in a point, so let's say, yeah. But guys, this is very important. Again, char and varchar. Points, fine. I'll give the point. So let us consider varchar var often varchar often has been declared, but but 10 blocks of memory 10 blocks of memory won't be won't be created at runtime. Won't be created at compilation time. Compilation time. Full stop. Here number of blocks or memory will be allocated at the time of storing the value. So here at compilation time, memory or blocks won't be allocated. Based on the value passed, memory will be allocated. So in case of char data type, the maximum character we can store is 2000. But in case of varchar, we can store up to 4000 characters. We can store, guys, up to 4000 characters. So char fixed memory allocation, varchar dynamic memory allocation. In char maximum size is 2000, in varchar maximum size is 4000. So guys, is it clear or still you have doubt? If you have any doubt, please let me know, guys. Yeah, if it's clear, let me know. If it's not clear also, please let me know, guys. All of you, sing. Everyone, guys. Nikhil, Rakesh, Naveen, clear, Ranjita. Okay. So guys, same point you need to copy down in your notebook. So don't think, sir, I get to know, I won't copy, guys. Please do that, because before the interview, if you will copy, you will get to know. So you can say your notebook will be your notebook before your interview. It will act as a database. So please copy down neatly. Still, if you have any doubt, guys, please let me know. Please ping me in chat box. Otherwise, copy down. First this point and then the diagram, or you can say whatever I have drawn on the page. Please do it fast, guys. Will not provide any size, compiler will throw an error. Naveen, if will not provide any size, compiler will throw an error. Ravi, the maximum limit or maximum capacity for char is 2000. For varchar, it's 4000 character. Yeah, capacity. Yes, any other doubt, then please. Yes, good question. Why varchar2? So guys, basically varchar2 is the modified name of varchar. Varchar2 is the modified name of varchar. So now see, we have something as Kolkata, Calcutta. We have something as Bombay, and Mumbai, something like that. So same thing. But if you will talk, if you want to explain technically, guys, so varchar is the external data type. Varchar is a external data type, whereas varchar2 is the internal data type. Now suppose at the time of creating table, if you are going to specify varchar, by default compiler will consider it as a varchar2 itself. So nothing great, varchar2 is the updated one, whereas varchar is the old one and varchar2 is the external data type, guys. And varchar is a external, varchar2 is the internal data type. Clear? Or any other doubt, guys? So if someone is going to ask, guys, you can say the same thing whatever I told. Varchar external data type, varchar2 internal data type. Varchar2 is the modified name of varchar. That's it. Guys, please practice from first session itself, because many of the company they won't ask depth knowledge of SQL. Later they will train you. So if you have basic knowledge, if you are going to concentrate from the first class itself, trust me, you will be like you are the one who will be this soon. So please concentrate. Copied all of you. I'll change the screen. Okay. Please copy down this also, guys. From Monday, that is from tomorrow itself, guys, all the theoretical portions are done. Whatever theory things is left out, we'll do in middle. So from tomorrow, we'll start with the quiz part. We'll start with TQL. Whatever, like we have something theoretical portion that I'll do in between. Because if I do all the theories at starting itself, you will be like, sir, what you are doing, this is not interesting and all. So that's what. So from tomorrow, I'll start with TQL and we'll have a we'll start writing the queries. guys, please let me know. Santosh, I told first class itself 20 to 25 class, not days, 20 to 25 class. So even we'll do on Saturday and Sunday because like 2 or 3 days classes get started. So we'll try to do Saturday, Sunday. But on 8th, guys, I'm telling you now itself, on 8th October, might be your class will be suspended. I not confirm. Let's see. But even we'll do on Saturday and Sunday. So please be prepared. Don't take leave. Just concentrate. We'll complete the skills. Okay. So if we have copied, guys. Just let us move on for next data type. For next data type, guys. So what is next data type? Can anyone tell me? What is next data type? Number. Very good. So guys, any guess what is the use of number data type, guys? Yes, guys, any guess what is the use of number data type? Yeah, number data type. Oh, okay. So it is going to store integer value. Okay. According to you, people are telling number data type is going to store the integer value. Okay. 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 Yes, guys, you are correct. So basically, number data type is used to store numeric values. Number data type, guys, is going to store numeric value. But in number data type, even we can store, guys, number data type. Basically, number data type is made or meant for, is used to store numeric values or digits. But even we can store decimal value also. Decimal value also. So this data type can accept two arguments. This data type, guys. So previous as this number data type can accept two arguments. That is, guys, precision and scale. That is precision and scale. So what is precision in the sense? I'll give point, no need to worry. What is precision in the sense? It is going to specify the total number of digits to be will be precision. Second argument will be scale. Now what is, again guys, my voice is breaking for everyone. Okay, in between. Okay, just 1 second, guys. Just let me check. Just a second, guys. Because I don't want any. Now, guys, is it okay? Can you hear me properly now? Yeah, good, good. Good, guys, fine. Yes. So we were explaining, guys, number data type. So number data type is used to store numeric value as well as decimal value, guys. So this data type can accept up to two arguments. That is, first is precision, second is scale. So precision, in precision argument, in precision or precision specifies the total number of digits to be stored in a single cell. Whereas scale data type is going to specify the number of decimal value, a number of specifies the number of digits after decimal point. So let me give this point, then we'll see with the help of example. So first very important point, number data type is used to store numeric values. Numeric values in the sense integer and double. Integer and double value. Stop. For this data type, we can pass up to two argument. That is precision. Precision and scale. That is precision and scale. Full stop. Where scale argument is optional. Yes, so let me give syntax first. So syntax is, so we have something as number data type. So number which will accept two argument, as precision, and second guys is scale. As I told, the scale is optional. Okay, so let me keep this point after this, where scale argument is optional. Next point, if, okay, so first let us say what precision is going to specify. So it specifies the total number of numeric values that can be stored in single cell. So it is going to specify the total number of values, numeric values that can be stored in a single cell. Single cell. Next guys, second argument we have scale. Something as scale. So it specifies after decimal how many, it specifies the number of digit can be stored after decimal point. So remember these points. Precision is going to specify the total number of numeric values that can be stored in single cell. Whereas second argument guys, we have a scale which will specifies the number of digit can be stored after the decimal point, guys. After the decimal point. But as I told you guys, that scale is optional. Scale argument is optional. So if we are not going to pass, guys, scale argument, yes, it can accept number data type can accept up to 2 argument, but it's not mandatory that always we have to pass 2 argument, guys. Scale argument is optional. If you want, you don't want, you can't pass, you cannot pass. So note, guys, note, first note, if scale, if, see again spelling wrong, if scale argument not present, then only integer value can be stored. So if I'm passing only one argument, that is precision. So we can store only the integer value. That's what, if a scale argument not present, then only integer value can be stored. Now guys, one more very important point. Always precision will be greater than scale. Always precision will be greater than equal to scale, guys. Will be greater than equal to scale. So now guys, suppose for example, I want to store some value as 153 points. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I want to store a value as, okay, let me scroll up a bit. Yeah, I want to store a value as 150. Yes. So what I'll declare, guys, what I can declare so that we can store this value. Yes, guys, think and let me know. Wrong or right, no problem, guys. You are it. Now you are learning. So otherwise, I'll explain. So we have to use, guys, number data type. In any other data type, we are not able to store integer as well as decimal value. So obviously we have to go for number data type. So number data type can accept, guys, what? It can accept up to 2 argument. So first argument we have precision. So what it is going to specify the total number of numeric value that can be stored in a single cell. Correct. So now, what is the total number of numeric value we have to store in number data type? Count and let me know, guys. Yes, guys, count and let me know. 7. So that I'll pass in first argument. So first argument is going to specify the total number of numeric value we are going to store. So just count it once. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 3, 7. So 7. Now, how many decimal value we want to store? 3. So can I pass like this, guys? 7, 3. Correct? Sorry, presses. So this is the, yeah. Now guys, let me take one more case here. I want to store something like this. I want to store, guys, something like this. So what I'll do? First, think and let me know. I don't want to store, guys, numeric value. Sorry, I don't want to store decimal value. I want to store only the numeric value. So what? I'll pass in number data type. Yes. So let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So number of 8. Yeah, number of 8, guys. Number of 8. Correct. Any doubt, guys, still here? You got the use of number data type. Here we can store both the types of value. So that we'll see few more example. No need to worry. We'll see guys few more example. So any doubt or is it clear guys? Okay, very good. Very good guys. Now if I want to store, guys something as, yeah, let me take one more thing here. Just a second. I want to store guys third value. Third example. I want to store 0.2589. 0.2589. So what I'll use guys? What I'll use here? 1,4. Okay. Think and let me know guys. 5,4. 5,4. Okay. See guys, if I'm going to store 2.59 something, do I need to use integer value? Do I need to use before decimal guys? Do I need to use, do I need to store integer value? Yes or no? This cannot be done. Why so? Yeah, why this cannot be done? So if I want to store 0. Yeah, if I want to store guys this thing, then what I'll do? I want to store 0.2598. So 0 we are suffixing by our own. So what I need to do? So can you tell me guys, in the third case, do we are storing any precision value? Do we are storing any integer value? Do we are storing any integer value? No, correct. So can I write like this? Number of 4 comma 4. So 4 is the length. 4 is the length. And out of 4 memory, I'm going to store only the decimal value. Correct. So yes, guys, if you want to store only decimal value, you don't want to store, yeah, you don't want to store this, then it is possible or not, guys? Tell me. It's okay, just think. Possible? Yes. So like this, we can, like this, guys, we can. Now, let me give one more example and just tell me, guys, can I write like this? Number of 3 comma 5. Can I write like this? Can I write? No. So this statement is wrong. Statement is wrong, guys. Okay. Can I write like guys number of 2 comma 2? 2 comma 2 guys, can I write? So remember, this concept is very, very important. This concept is very, very important. So whatever point I gave, we have to satisfy. First, if a scale argument is not present, then only integer value will be stored. And if the number of, or you can say, let me give one more point, guys. If if precision, if precision is equals to, if precision is equals to scale, then is equals to scale, guys. Then what type of value we are able to store here? Integer value or double value? Think again, guys. If precision and scale is same, then what type of value? See here, number of 2 comma 2. So what type of value we can store here? Yes, tell me guys. Here 2. What 2 is going to specify? 2 is going to specify the total number of numeric value we are going to store. Whereas this second argument is going to specify total number of decimal. So if precision and scale, whenever precision is equals to scale, then yes, we can store only decimal value. Only decimal value can be stored. Integer value cannot be stored. Here guys, you can ignore this 0 also. Here you can ignore this 0 also. Yes, less than 1. Correct. Correct, Ravi. Yes. So guys, can I say this number data type is clear for everyone, or do you have any doubt? Then please ask guys. If you have any doubt, please ask me in chat box. If it's clear, please copy down guys. Take down subheading as number data type and copy down. Because these things guys, even you are going to use whenever you will design a database, either it is a Hibernate strings. So that time you have to face a problem. That time you will get the error or exception. You can just clear by yourself. So if no doubt, please copy. Yes. In doubt, please ping me and ask the doubts. 3, 4, 5. Yes, Sunny. Please ask what exactly doubt we have. Why it's 4 comma 4? See, it's 4 comma 4. See, 4 is nothing but your precision. So precision is going to specify the total number of numeric value we are going to store, whereas the scale is going to specify the total number of decimal, means total number of digit we are going to store after decimal value. So 4 comma 4, in the sense all the space will be occupied by decimal value only. None of the space will be occupied by integer value. Sunny, still you have doubt? Then I'll unmute you. No, we are not going to include 0. We are not going to include 0. If you will not write 0 also, result will be same. We are not, yes. Still, if you have any doubt, Sunny, please ask. You can unmute and you can ask. Yes, guys. If no doubt, please copy and paste. See, Sunny, as I told, so this precision, precision should be precision should be always greater than scale. So in first argument, we are going to pass precision. In second argument, we are going to pass scale. So 3 comma 5, 3 comma 5 in the sense, yeah, 3 comma 5 in the sense 3 is the precision here and scale is 5. It is not possible. It is not possible. Yes, but precision and scale can be equal. It can be equal. If that is the case, we have seen this scenario itself. We are able to store only the decimal value. Yeah, why we are not considering? Okay. Yeah, Darshini, I'll explain that. I'll explain that. Don't worry. See, 0. Okay, tell me one thing. 0 0.1, 0 0.125456. Let's see. Just a second. For the third example, 0.12, or let's say 0.10.2345. So what you will say? You will say as a 10 decimal 268. You will say as a 10 decimal 268. But if I remove this one, what you will say? You will say decimal 268. So if only 0 we have in left hand side of decimal, it is not having any value. If you have any number, if you have any number, then yes, you can say 20 decimal some value. But if we have, suppose before decimal, I have 100 zero, but the zero is not having any value before decimal if you don't have any other number. Now suppose if I have one here, then you can say it is some number. But if there is only zero, if we have n number of zero before decimal, it is equivalent to zero itself. So decimal, so zero we are not going to store. Only zero we will not consider as an integer. Now clear for you, Jagdish? Still, if you have doubt, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Darshini and Sudarshan, I'll do that. Yes. See guys, so one of your friends is having doubt. Let me clear that. Let me clear that, guys. Yes, guys, all of you just see the screen and tell me if you want to store this value, what we will use. Yes, guys, if I want to store decimal 268 so I need to count just after the decimal, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll use here number 7, 7. I use here, guys, number 7, 7. Yes. Sudarshan, now is it clear for you? Sudarshan, now is it clear for you or still you have? Okay, good. Yes, guys. So have you copied? All of you have copied, right? Good then. So next data type we are going to next data type as we are going to discuss as date data type. We are going to discuss as next data type as date data type. So guys, in date data type, what we are going to store basically, it is used to store date. Correct. Yes, guys, it is used to store date. So guys, yes, date data type is used to store date. So in case of Oracle, guys, always we are going to store the date in DDMMYY format. We are going to store the date in DDMMYY format. Further, if you want to change the format, guys, then you can make use of function. If you want to store MMDDYY and all, you have to make use of function. By default, but guys, by default, Oracle is going to store the date in the form of DDMMYY. And for date data type, guys, we are not going to pass any argument. For date data type, we are not going to pass, guys, any argument. And this date data type, guys, we have to pass the valid date itself. We have to pass valid date itself. If we pass invalid date, compiler will throw an error. What next we are going to discuss as date data. Date, not data, guys, date data. So it is used to store, date. Okay, so format to store date data type is DDMMYY. DDMMYY. So now you can pass 4DD and all. That part we'll discuss, and it will be, we have to surround with single quote. So guys, if you are going to write DDMM, and if you are going to use only 2y, then it will store date of current century. Yes, if you are going to pass DDMM, and if you are going to pass only 2y, in the sense, if you are going to say like this 10, 9, 20, in the sense it is the date of current century. Now if you want to store the date of another century, so you have to pass DDMM4y. So it can store date of any century. It will store date of any century. So remember this, guys. We'll see. Don't worry. We'll see. Now, guys, very important thing. For date data type, do we need to pass any argument? Yes, guys. So for date data type, do we need to pass any argument? Yes or no, guys? No. Correct. So for date data type, no need to pass any argument. So guys, this format DDMMYY, I'm talking with respect to Oracle DBMS. If it is MySQL, it can be different. If it's MongoDB, it can be different. So valid date format. Okay, valid date format for Oracle, guys. Remember point this. Oracle. The store date is this. Now guys, in Oracle, if we will pass some invalid format, compiler will throw an error. So only, okay, so date data type can accept if only the valid date format. Otherwise compiler will throw an error. Otherwise compiler will throw an error. So validate. For example, guys, if you will pass 0, 1, yeah. So always, guys, single quote. Remember 0, 1 Jan 20. Yes, this is a validate. Valid. If you will pass, guys, if you will pass something else 0, 9 oct oct and then 20, 1996 1996, then even this is a validate, guys. Valid. But in Oracle, if you will pass like this, guys, 2010 and Jan, then it is invalid. But further, guys, we can modify it by using function that we'll discuss later. We have something as toCat function and all. We can modify it. We can change the date form. So this is all about, guys, date data type. Date data type. So this is very simple, guys. This data type, very simple, and commonly we are going to use. So guys, please copy down this thing. So we have one last data type left out. We'll discuss that. Guys. So please copy down this first. So still, if you have any doubt, guys, please ask. Feel free to ask. So from tomorrow, that is Monday, I'll go a little fast, guys. I'll go a little fast. So from tomorrow, you will have a practical session also. You will have a practical session also. I'll explain the concept. I'll solve 2-3 queries. In meanwhile, you have to execute the query in the system. Instead of writing, you have to execute. Then only, guys, you will be perfect. Please copy it on first. No, it is not required. Month can be capital or small. It is not required. But data present in database, if suppose in table, if date, just suppose in a table, if the month is in uppercase, then you have to write in uppercase while fetching. But you can give lower or like uppercase or lowercase. That's not required. Don't worry, as class will in progress, you will all your doubts will be cleared. Just I have one request, please give half an hour every day. Yes, even you can do it. You can store 0, 1, 6, 20, but for that you have to make use of conversion function. Directly you can't store like this. That's what I told. This is the valid format. This is the valid format. Later, if you want your own format, we have a date conversion function. That time you will get to know. Yeah, date is a function also. Don't worry. We have something as sys date. Sys, we have a function, guys. Sys date. That thing we'll discuss later. Sys date and sys time stamp date. Many functions we have. So these all concepts we'll discuss once we'll reach to the function or method, guys, in SQL. So now just we are discussing the data types. So many more things are there. No, Akash, whatever we have learned till now, it's wrong. We can't store like this. If you want to store 10 Jan 96, yeah, okay, yes, you are passing like this, DTMMYY. Yes, yes, you can store like this. See, even I passed like this, no? 01 1st Jan 20. This is valid. Similarly, 10 Jan 96 is valid. But 10 Jan 96 is going to represent the current century. It will represent 2096. But it won't represent 1996. But 2096 has not yet come. But if you write like this, compiler won't throw any error. It will predict you are going to store 2096, not 1996. But it won't throw any error. That's what. If you want to store the date of some other century, make use of or pass 4y. DTMM YYY. Akash, clear? Oh, good. Yes, Ravi. It can be like that, but again, I'm telling directly if you store 10 125, it will throw an error. So we have a function to-char function in date. We have a date single row function. In that case, you have to make use of a to-char function. Then you can change the like structure or you can change the date format. That time it will work. But now if you will try, then you will get an error. See, I'm getting response only from boys side. What about girls? Okay, let me check who and all is there. Let me check first. Akash asked the doubt. Arpita, no doubt, madam. Chaitra, yeah, even Darshini asked one doubt. Arpita, Chaitra, no doubt for you. Better you reply in chat box itself. Yes, then Manisha, Meghna. Guys, people are not getting any doubt at all. Pavitra. Okay, good, very good then. Good. If no doubt, then well and good. Ranjita, Shashikala, no doubt, guys. Okay, very good, very good. And study properly. Try to get this one. Okay, so guys, we'll stop. Today we are going to stop itself. From tomorrow, we'll go a little fast. Tomorrow definitely, guys. We'll go little fast. Yeah. So guys, any of you are facing difficulty in installation? Have you tried like, yeah? Okay. Okay, guys, just try once.